Welcome to Vendor Vision Podcast. I'm your host, Britt, aka 5150. This episode is sponsored by Liberty Tax and Barrio Clothing. Give them a shout out, follow, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Please help me welcome the owner of Service with Aloha Mobile Mechanics, Frank.
Okay.
Thank you for coming today. We appreciate you. I know it was kind of a last minute thing, so we appreciate you being on deck, ready to talk about your business.
Sure.
All right, so let's get into it. What was your inspiration to do mechanics?
Dukes of Hazzard.
Really?
Yeah. I
How
always
so?
grew up on an island and just like being watching the show and how they build up the cars and doing all kind of crazy stuff. And
Yeah.
I've been doing all kind of crazy stuff since.
What's the craziest thing you've done?
What can I say?
Okay, what's the craziest legal thing you've ever done?
I've had race monster trucks.
Oh, nice.
Race drag cars, mud balls, like all kinds of stuff.
Right on. That
Yeah.
sounds fun. So is that like your inspiration for like just all things mechanics and how to like what's like your favorite type of thing to work on? Like cars, bikes?
Anything. I like cars. I bikes, trucks, lowriders, anything with a motor. I'm
Yeah.
down to race and have fun with it.
Yeah.
Race, Barbie Jeeps in Hawaii.
Barbie Jeeps? I used to have a Barbie Jeep.
Mud bog and
What's a
just,
mud ball?
When you take a four-wheel drive truck,
Uh-huh.
lift it up and you go and play in the mud.
Nice. That sounds like
drag
fun.
racing since I was a little kid. I was
Yeah.
like 8 years old. I used to be the flag man.
No.
And that guy used to go racing and stuff like that.
Right on.
Always, my wife is a nurse and she always
Okay.
asks me what's my blood type. I always tell 10W30.
That's
Engine oil.
funny.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you're awesome. That's your wife's a nurse. Well, that comes in handy if you are doing racing and other things that are not may or may not be so legal. It may
Yeah.
cause some pain.
She's pretty amazing.
Oh, that's awesome. And then I know off camera we talked about you having some kids. Are they involved with any of the mechanics?
My oldest son, he actually works at a shop in Hawaii.
Oh,
He's
nice.
Still in Hawaii. He just turned 21.
Nice.
He's a mechanic. Hopefully I can get him out here soon helping me.
Yeah.
Extra set of hands will be always good.
Right on.
My two older daughters is helping me make my estimates and quotes.
Okay, cool.
Want to teach them the basics so if they ever go take their car into a shop, they know if they get ripped off or not.
That's so amazing. A lot of dads don't teach their daughters that.
Yeah,
So.
my 14-year-old, she actually gets out and gets dirty.
Wow.
Yeah. And then my 12-year-old, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Get in there eventually.
Yeah.
Gotta ease them into it. So would you say that those people are all your biggest support system, your kids and your wife and all that fun
My
stuff?
family, 100%.
Yeah.
My wife, all my children, my parents, real strong support system.
Yeah. Who else is out here in Arizona? Because I see that, obviously from Hawaii, you have got 808 number and all that
Yeah.
fun stuff. How long have you been to Arizona and who else is out here with you?
June will be 3 years that I've been out here. But my mom's oldest brother, when he retired from the military, he moved to Sierra Vista. So I got a bunch of family in Sierra Vista. And I got some family right in downtown Phoenix
Yeah.
and Cape Creek.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. So I don't know if we are able to pull up your logo because we want to talk about that since it has something to do with Hawaii. How did you come up? I know you I'm sure you wanted to incorporate the fact that you're from Hawaii and stuff
Yes.
with your logo. It's pretty darn cool. If our production manager is able to bring it up, I don't know. It's up. Okay, cool. I didn't know if I could see it or not. How did you come up with that logo?
It's actually me and my wife's idea. It's collaborate where I was from to where I'm at now.
Okay.
My journey from, I was in Hawaii over 40 plus years.
Cool.
Had my own shop in Hawaii and whatnot. And then COVID came, shut me down. Shortly after, I ended up getting divorced. Signed the divorce forms on a Wednesday, and Friday jumped on a plane and moved to Arizona.
Well, that's one way to restart your life. So
Like
that's
if we're going to
pretty
start
crazy.
all over, we're going to start complete.
Yeah. What made you decide on Arizona?
Because I get family here.
Yeah.
I was either here or Vegas. Vegas, I got a bunch of friends.
Mhm.
But here I have family, and I had a job offer.
Oh.
So I was like, why not?
Might as well. Yeah, I'm from California originally, and I came out to Tucson at first, and then moved to Phoenix about 4 years ago, I think it was. So I have not looked back since. I've
Yeah.
gone to California here and there for family stuff, but I have no family out here. My friends are my family, I guess. So
Yeah.
it's kind of interesting.
I married into a big family.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
That's helpful. Sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes it's a bad thing. But I think I'd rather have a big family.
I grew up in a big family.
Yeah.
Blended family back home, blended family up here. We took a trip last September to Hawaii.
Mhm.
18 of us from Arizona went to Hawaii.
Holy moly!
That was pretty cool.
I can't even plan a trip with 4 people, alone freaking 18. That's insane. I'm glad everybody can coordinate well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. How cute. All right. Well, so what kind of? I know you mentioned that you're involved with working on a lot of different projects and whatnot. What do you currently have going on in your shop, and where is that located?
I don't have a shop. I'm
Oh.
100% mobile.
Okay.
I travel to people's homes, to their jobs, to the side of the road, wherever they're at.
Mm-hmm.
At home, my wife always tells everybody before she met me, we had 1 car at home.
Yeah.
We have 9 cars now.
Oh my
And
goodness.
2 motorcycles. So
Dang. So do you have like a lot of project cars?
a lot of project and all my own.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
And what are your like goals for your business now?
Back in Hawaii, I used to do a lot with high schools.
Mhm.
I used to have talk to the auto shop teacher,
Mhm.
and then some kids do like an internship
Mm-hmm.
at my shop and try do a lot of stuff with like how these guys do the live ride podcast and they do car shows, sponsor more events like concerts, car shows, anything free.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy who has to work all week still can bring his family out and enjoy.
That's awesome.
Put the
Yeah.
money back into the community where
Mm-hmm. That's super important. Yeah, that's kind of what we like to promote for Vendor Visions is just when you want to do events and like if you do offer like free services or like if you want to sponsor events and stuff. So just we like to get that out there in the community, just especially if you're helping out the community. And I feel like a lot of our viewers, whether they're following Live Ride or mine, everybody has to have a car or a bike or something,
Right.
So I think that your services are definitely appreciated. So do people get a hold of you? I noticed, I know that we had your logo up there a minute ago, that has your email and your phone number. How else do people get a hold of you?
Facebook, Instagram, neighborhood app.
Mhm.
They can call,
Mm-hmm.
they can text, email,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then, what cities do you go to?
all over Phoenix.
All over Phoenix?
All over Phoenix. I mean, Mesa, Chandler, Gilbert, Surprise, all the way down to Tartisso. The furthest out I went is to Apache Junction.
Oh wow, that's way far. I'm not a fan of Apache.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's the first time I got pulled over. Was in my little like Uber Lyft car,
Yeah.
and I took a ride. A guy wanted a just have a pit stop to get some beer before he went home to his wife. And normally you're not supposed to do that, but I was like, okay, well it's literally down the street. Like it's okay, and turning and then like his house right there. I'm like, what's the worst can happen? But I didn't turn
Yeah.
I didn't turn my lights back on when I was like waiting for him.
Oh,
And the cop was in the parking lot and like followed me. I'm like, this is a rental. Like, what do you want? I was
Right.
just here. You saw me. We both pulled in Circle K. You know
not my
that.
car.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not my car. It literally says Uber, Lyft everywhere. It says Washington Plate. Like, people like put 2 and 2 together. You're a cop. Like, get
Yeah.
over yourself. But it took him a while. And then he was like questioning my passenger, and he's like, why aren't you sitting up front? But he's like, because it's an Uber. Like, I'm like, I don't want my people in the front seat. Like, not many
Yeah.
people sit in the front unless it's like a packed car. But
Right.
it was really awkward. And then he finally got it after like 5 minutes of interrogation. And he's like, oh, okay. And then like saw the little stickers and
Right.
stuff. Yeah, and I'm just like,
Had to bring it to his attention.
yes, like
Yeah.
numerous times. And we're just like, what part aren't you understanding? And I was in Apache Junction. I was like, what the heck was that about? And he's like, you're in Apache. I'm like, never again. I'm not taking any more rides out here. Like I picked him
Yeah.
up in Phoenix, and I thought it was what's the city right next to Apache Junction? Like Mesa or something, or
Depends which way you're going.
like if you're coming from Phoenix and you're heading towards Apache Junction.
Oh, I'm not too sure.
I don't know. I suck at directions.
Like Bluefield and stuff like that.
Something like that, but that's where I thought we were getting dropped off at. But I guess the guy lives on the border, so it really was Apache Junction, or else I wouldn't have accepted the ride if I knew it was like that far.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Yes, we're out there.
yeah, I'm like, why do you work out here in Phoenix? And he was in trouble. He's like some 70-year-old man. He got in trouble for a DUI, and that's why I was picking him up in the first place. And I was like, bro,
Yeah, I drive a school bus all over the valley.
really?
Yeah.
Do you really? That's so.
Got a little school bus. I put all my tools in the back.
Oh, that's so.
Travel all over.
That's so like little like the short bus type of thing.
Short
or-
bus,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's crazy. Yeah,
Short bus.
me and my partner wanted that for the like to make one into a food truck. Before or like but then our one friend said no you need like an actual real prison bus and then make that one like a mobile restaurant almost
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like maybe one day we'll see how that goes. Let's see what else can we talk about. Let's see, I know you said something about that you can find you everywhere. Is there anything that you don't do when it comes to mechanics?
Depends on the type of car, like European cars, high end stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much,
Mm-hmm.
But I'll do like lift I'll do lift kits on trucks.
Nice.
You know, do lowering kits. I do accessories, underglow, stereo systems.
Nice.
I do a
Man,
bunch
I
of
love
stuff.
that. When I get my car again, that's what my plan is. I love that underglow stuff. Like, I
Yeah.
think that's so
So
freaking
my wife's
cool.
Corolla, she has underglow lights. She's got a starlight headliner. She's got a sound system.
Dang.
When I put it in the car, she's like, "Oh, just to let you know, I feel like the window's gonna blow out." I said, "I could put a smaller speaker."
Yeah.
She's like, "No, I'm just letting you know."
Just let you know, you might have to fix my window too. That's
But she
funny.
loves it. She never had a car that was modified before.
Mhm.
That's her first. Yeah. She
Yeah.
loves it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
See, perks of being with a mechanic, guys. Just because their hands are dirty doesn't mean they can't give you cool stuff.
Dirty hands, clean money.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see. So, what's your work turnaround time? Since you are mobile, like, do you like if they say, "Hey, you know, this is what's going on with my car. Can you come out fix it real quick?" Like, let's say they have a lift kit and like I don't know, the lift kit broke or something. Do you fix that like on the side of the
Yeah,
road?
it depends on what the jobs are at. And right now I'm just a one man show.
Mm-hmm.
So I go out. I just finished a job at my house in like 5 days.
Oh wow.
So for 5 days I was stuck. Like people was calling, it's like, "Sorry, I can't go right now." You know,
Mhm.
so, and then some people have to have their car fixed, and some people wait. So tomorrow I'm working all night, all day.
Dang,
Yeah.
that's you gotta be a hard worker in order to get this kind of stuff. When you have your own business, it's like there is nobody to pass it on to.
No,
You know, like it's all on you.
I tell
It's your
people I
name
work
on
8
it.
days a week.
Yeah, yeah. Shoot, I think I've been with this
There's-
entrepreneur stuff.
There's no, you don't clock out after 8 hours.
Nope.
You don't clock out. The work's never really done.
Nope. There's always one thing after another. That's for dang
Calling
sure.
out parts, scheduling, checking, following up on stuff.
Yeah.
Just it's never ending.
Mhm.
Never ending.
Yup. So that's word to the wise for those who are dabbling in the vendor, entrepreneur lifestyle. Like as you said, the work is never done. So if you don't like working, if you think that being your own boss is all fun and games, it's not. Sure, there's good times. Like you can make your own schedule, but it always ends up being a 24-hour
Yeah.
schedule.
Yeah. Even when you're on vacation, people are calling your phone and
Yep.
I'll be back in town on next week.
Yeah. At least with your thing, like, yeah, you can say like, "Yo, I'm out of town, can't do anything about it right now, but I will get you as soon as I get back." With my stuff, like, I do a lot of graphic design things, and I work on a lot of websites and do flyers and stuff. So like, I don't know how to say no, really. Like I do, but I
Right.
don't. So when people hit me up, regardless of what I'm doing, if I can make time to do it, I'll do it.
Right.
So that's my own bad. So yeah, there's times where I'm working like 24 hours, literally 24
Yeah.
hours.
I get the 4 o'clock. Oh, my car just broke down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. See, and you feel bad, especially if it's like, I don't know about you, if a guy or girl makes a difference, but I would feel bad like having some chick on the side of the road and like being like, "Hey," or like, "You can't do
It
things."
really don't matter, like guy, girl.
Yeah, just anybody needs help.
Like, if you're stuck on the side of the road, I can come.
Yeah. And do you deal with like AAA or like any kind of insurance, or is it just kind of like out of pocket type stuff?
Some people, like if they have extended warranties, I
Mhm.
can try, and it's up to the insurance if they're
Mhm.
gonna approve me or not.
Mhm.
License and insure,
Mhm.
full legit.
Yeah.
I had my own shop in Hawaii for over 6 years.
Mhm.
So I kept all, trying to keep up and be legal.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that too. Since you were in Hawaii before and had your own business, did any of your like qualifications or insurance or permits or whatever, did any of that
No,
transfer?
everything I had to renew.
Oh,
So I knew everything is all new here in Arizona. I have to get, the name trademark here, and everything is all different here.
Mhm.
But I knew the process was easier.
Yeah, it was easier here.
Easier, well, because I knew what I was doing this time.
Yeah, that's true.
The
Yeah.
first time, I don't know really what I was doing, and winging a prayer, and
Mhm.
it was open for 6 years.
Dang, good job.
Yeah.
Well, you did a good job. Then obviously, if you made it work and had your own business, then yeah, I'm sure. But I'm glad that you knew what you're doing and you're able to get everything legitimate here so that people can count on you for your stuff. So that's
And the goal is
important.
get like a brick and mortar,
Mhm.
like actually a facility. But for right now, it's just me and
Mm-hmm.
wherever got gas, and I'll go.
Yeah, right on. And what are your typical? Do you have like a typical like pricing plan or no?
As far as me, I use the what's called a Mitchell labor guide. It's pretty much
Okay.
the standard that almost all the shops use.
Oh, okay.
So if the job calls for like 1 hour, I charge 1 hour. If your job calls for 3 hours, you charge 3 hours. All
Mhm.
depends on whatever the Mitchell labor guide is. That's the flat rate.
Mm.
I just charge that flat rate now.
So what's the difference between like what would you say is the difference from someone calling you versus like taking their car to like I don't know Jiffy Lube, or like I'm a girl, I don't do much of mechanic type stuff, so I don't know like where other people go. But luckily, I haven't had a lot of work done on my car, or had a lot. I don't have my car anymore, but one day I'll get one.
As far as like when you go like to the dealerships and whatnot, their labor is over 200, almost 200 an hour.
Oh wow!
You know, so for right now, what I've been charging is I charge $100 an hour. I come out, I look at your car. As a complimentary thing, I don't charge the customers for right now.
Okay.
So looking at the car, and then I make them an estimate, and it's up to them if they want me to do the work or not.
Nice.
It's just a little something. Being from the islands, you always give. It's something I can give for them to giving me a call. I appreciate that. And this is what I can do out of my appreciation. I'll come and check out your car and make an estimate for you.
That is dope. That's super awesome, and we really appreciate those who help out our community like that and are as willing to give out, like, you know, look at your car first and not charge you right away, and then let them decide if like their budget fits your services. And speaking of communities and possibly referrals, I know that you mentioned off camera that you worked with Annalise from Liberty Tax, who is a sponsor of the podcast. So
she just did me and my wife's taxes and for the business.
Awesome. See, we are trying to do good things and connect people. So we really appreciate hearing that. I'm sure she values the fact that you went to her. And
we saw it on the Live Ride podcast.
Awesome.
On their posts, on their page.
Shout out to them.
For a tax person. So.
Cool. Yay. Well, I'm glad that worked out for you guys and that we were like the production company, because their Live Ride oversees my podcast and everything. They're in charge. So I appreciate that they there's one of them right now if you guys can't hear him. So yeah, we appreciate when, like, you know, our people, our viewers and whatnot follow up with each other and reach out and go after the connections. Yeah, exactly. It's all about networking, and that's how, like, kind of what this podcast is about as well, is just networking with other small business owners and vendors and whatnot. Here's all the troublemakers coming in right now. I just heard this guy. You see all them. See what happens when you have a bunch of dudes working with you. Nothing but trouble. I just heard Mike laughing his booty off. That's all. Coffee. I don't know what you're talking about. That's nothing new. Oh my gosh. But speaking of new and exciting things with Live Ride and the production company and whatnot, we got stickers. Wait, there's the camera. We got stickers now. Thank you to, what's your name that made it? The other thing? Yeah, that one. We got all stickers. He's the first guest to get one, so super pumped about that. We're gonna be having them where? At Super Show. And yeah, what he said. Everywhere we see Live Ride or Productions or Vendor Vision, ask them slaps, and they're sparkly too. Woo. Anyways, so that's exciting for us. Let's see, what else? So what has been one of like your craziest stories since you do mobile mechanics? Like, have you had anybody like get all crazy on you since you've been out here in Arizona?
Oh yeah.
What's your craziest story that you're allowed to say?
We just actually fired a customer.
What?
Fixed his car. I was in Oregon. He called me up. His car was broken. So I said, okay, I'll be back on tomorrow. Check it out. Checked it out. Fixed his CV axle. 2 weeks later, he called me up, say, I'm back in Arizona and my car's making a noise. I said, okay, I'm kind of busy right now. I'll try to get you in. And I couldn't. I said, you know what, I cannot, but I'll refer you to 2 other people. Well, the 2 other guys was busy too, so nobody could get to him right away. And he pulls his payment on the credit card saying that, was bad. So, long story short, he goes and takes it to another shop and then calls up my wife, said, I'm sorry, it was something totally different. And he puts the money back. Yeah. So my wife said, well, we're going to fire you as a client.
Yeah. Don't be messing with my money, darn it. Oh, man, that is crazy.
Yeah.
And let's see, what's like the best experience that you had like with a customer before?
Oh, I got this customer I met up here. Her and her husband, amazing people. They're he's from the same island as I, and they've been beautiful. They always call me up. In fact, she texted me tonight. So tomorrow I'm gonna try to go up to her place. Her husband's water pump or something's leaking.
Oh.
But they always, when I reach, I got some food. I go home. I go in with some goodies.
Nice.
And always some stuff. So the last trip I went back home, and his family was the mom and dad was scattered the ashes in the ocean. And he asked if I could, aloha the ocean for him. So I went back, got a little prayer and sent it out to the ocean for him, for his mom and dad.
That's awesome.
But unreal, nice people.
Yeah, that's dope. See,
Nice people.
there are good people in this world. Yay, just hold on to that. That's amazing. That's a really good, like, heartwarming story. So we appreciate that for sure. I know that you, speaking of, like, I know we mentioned it a little bit when it came to you being sponsored, a sponsor for events and whatnot, that you donated. Am I allowed to talk about it? Yeah. Okay. I just want to get it out here. I'm like looking at him because he's the one that was playing with it. That little, like, a wagon. It's like, is it like the red wagon? What kind of wagon?
It's a red wagon. It's a lowrider red wagon.
Yes.
So I made one for my grandson, and I bring him out to the shows, and I'm always putting my grandson up and down. I like their event because they got kids play with their lowrider remote controls, riding their bikes. Like, it's a family event.
Heck yeah.
So I made this lowrider wagon for them, so they can raffle it off and give it to the community, because everybody was asking me to buy my wagon.
Like, no, it's mine.
I can't sell that one because I made it for him.
Yeah.
So I made one for these guys.
Awesome. I don't know if you guys can see it in the camera a little bit. It's pretty exciting.
I'm gonna just be honest. I do not want to give it away.
Yeah, we got some over here. Con dibs on it. Yeah. Be careful.
I want to take over the whole thing, but
It's okay. That's pretty cool. Now I think they get like a gist of it. Ooh.
see this one. I need to see better.
Wow. See, that is dope. We're going to have that as a raffle on this. Mr. Bossman over here decides to swoop it. June 1st.
Little lowrider
Raffle. So get on deck, people. Make sure you guys show up and show out, and be supporting the local mechanics and whatnot, and local services.
It's going to look different than this.
Yeah. We're gonna not upgrade. What does it say? Improve it slightly. Customize it. There we go. That's the word. All about customization over here.
Make it a low.
A little.
It's already low.
Yeah, it's pretty darn low. You're gonna feel all the bumps of that. We have some hydraulics in it. That's exciting. Okay, let's see. I haven't seen any comments yet, so I don't know if anybody is commenting, but I just want to make sure I'm paying attention because I don't always pay attention. Huh? Okay, good. Let's see. What else should people know about you and your business?
I'm real old school. My dad really used me old school, and you say your word, you keep your word. I try to keep, even though now I'm not on an island. I'm in America out here, and you don't see the people around, but I keep it where if I tell I want to see you in the store, anywhere in the mall, whatever, and I don't have to duck and hide from you.
Right.
I can see you, say, hey, how you doing? It's like, how's your car? How's the family? How's your kids? And so they can have that same trust with me. Like, okay, if something goes on, I'm really worried. I'm gonna give him a call, and he's gonna take care of what he's gonna take care of.
That's good. I don't think I've ever had a relationship like that with a mechanic, and I've known a few mechanics in my day, but it always has like some weird, I don't know if it's because I'm a girl or what, but like I've never had really that great of experiences. Like, because as you were saying about your girls and stuff, how they know how to work on cars and everything, like I just feel like with females, like I hate going into the mechanic shop. Like I feel like I'm always gonna be taken advantage of,
My wife, before we met, she took a car to get tires, and it told her like $1,600.
What?
She didn't know any better. She's like, here's my credit card. And then I went with her, and we got some tires, and it was like $600.
Oh my god! See, that makes me so sad.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, that's it.
What's up?
Wait for you guys to finish your thought.
It's okay. You're just like rubbing things like my DJ over here.
No, real quick, man. I know this is vendor vision and stuff. And what's up, y'all? This is Agent Zero from Live Ride Podcast. We know that your birthday's been you passed it, a month or so ago. But we've had this for you, man. We wanted to tell you happy birthday, and
Woo.
you being a mechanic, I know you'll probably be able to use these, man. So,
Oh, thank you.
just wanted to tell you
Oh
happy
shit!
man.
Birthday presents! Yay!
Thank you for giving us, man.
Appreciate you guys.
So,
Happy belated
that's
birthday.
from everybody, man. Productions.
Thank
So,
you.
yeah, everybody, man.
Thank you.
Everybody came together pitching for him, man. I know
Appreciate
quarter
it.
inches are hard to come by.
It's all good. And I get green wrenches, actually.
Yeah.
All my wrenches are green
Oh,
wrenches.
snap. Good job, guys.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you
I
very
love
much.
presents. I love presents. So I'm glad you got presents. Happy belated birthday. That's amazing. See, if you're a good person, you get good things. That's how that works. All about karma. Do you offer discounts for seniors or veterans?
I give discounts. I work with people as far as if their budgets. If they cannot do everything one time, I try to prioritize
Mm-hmm.
stuff that they can and cannot do.
Mm-hmm.
And let them know like, hey, this is more important. Let's take care of this first and work with them.
Mm-hmm.
Even back in Hawaii, I had some, people, seniors, and they had like maybe $2,000 worth of work on the car. It's like it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I can afford 500. So okay, let's take care of this because this is more important.
Yeah.
Keep you on the road. And next time we come in and I go over the car again and say, you know what, this is actually worse now. Let's take care of this first instead of the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Prioritize the work for them to keep them on the road, keep them safe.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Like when I was actually closing down my shop, I had a lot of my senior customers come down crying,
Aw.
bringing food as
Aw.
we're cleaning. They'll bring their sons or their brother or somebody to help us. It was the way it happened. Touched my heart and knew that I was doing things right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yeah, that's awesome. I don't know you. I just met you today, but I feel like you're doing pretty darn good considering like the boys love you and you got presents and it seems like you got a good following out here in Arizona already. So that's awesome. And I personally have not heard of a mobile mechanic out here before. So I
It's quite a
definitely,
few of them.
yeah, now that I know, like, and I met you and I feel safe and I know you have girls and that you're not going to like try to like, gouge me or anything that if and when I get a car, I'm definitely going to be hitting you up. So yeah, we'll definitely have your contact information in the description for the podcast and promote your businesses because we want to help you out for sure. Let's see what else. Do you have like any events? Do you do anything like maybe offer classes or go maybe speak at schools or whatever for kids?
Not yet, but we do a lot of different events. Not only with the library guys, we do a lot of events because there's a large Hawaii community out there.
I know.
So there's a group on Facebook called Hawaiians in Arizona and Aloha in Arizona, and they put on a lot of events. The 808 Social is a coffee club up in Peoria.
Yep, I've
And
dealt with them before.
They put on a lot of stuff, so we do a lot of events with them.
That's awesome. I actually, now that you mentioned it, I was like, wait. When I first started doing events with the food truck with my partner, the very first people that ever like kind of took us under their wing, we just happened to be set up next to them, was AZ Hawaiian Garlic Shrimp.
Oh yeah.
Do you know them?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're our favorite.
They're good.
They sell out all the time.
Yeah.
Like, and we didn't know at the time that selling out was a good thing when it came to food.
Yeah.
They sell out all the time. They have people coming out from like miles away for their food.
Yeah.
I actually helped out vectorize their logo because that's the least thing I could do for them because they've helped us out so much. Yeah. And like their daughter, one of the Jessie, I think it's Jessie's daughter, she loves my little pink handcuffs I have for the display for our food. And he actually ended up getting a pair for her because she was so obsessed with mine and everything. It was just like so cute that like
the Hawaii people, they usually stick to each other. They refer. It's such a pretty good network system that I've had to help me with my business.
That's awesome. Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, hey, I do know actually a lot of people from Hawaii, considering like I'm not from out here and I've only been out here for a little bit. Every like networking situation I've had at least one person from Hawaii come in my life. Like that's
in Hawaii we call it coconut wireless.
Coconut wireless. That's awesome. No, that makes sense. Yeah, because I had mentioned off camera before that my virtual assistant job, my boss lived in Hawaii for a while, and she was the first person to help me out when I lost my job. That she hit me up, and she's all female-owned business and employs women from all over the states, and she's like a ray of sunshine. And yeah, I definitely get the Hawaiian vibe from her. And she has like a little bit of an accent, like you guys have, and everything. So with that, the food truck with Jesse and his cousin and stuff. I think his cousin or brother-in-law. But it's great because you guys do have a lot of like very family oriented.
Yeah.
And I think that's amazing. Not a lot of people are into that, or they have kind of like a tumultuous relationship with their families. So I think it's awesome that you guys put your family first and you guys get along. Like obviously,
and we all become family.
Yeah, there you go. Like no one's perfect, but yeah, it's awesome.
We're not in Hawaii. A lot of us left for different reasons, but now we're over here. We try to keep that same bond. The same culture, the same from like how we did back home. Just keep it alive.
Yep.
Keep the aloha going.
And then, and even my current living situation from she's my ex-coworker, but she helped me when I needed it. And she's lived in Hawaii she's not from Hawaii, but she definitely helped me out. And she has lived out in Ireland for I don't even know how long. I don't know if she's on here, but for a while, long enough to get that vibe, to be helpful and reach out and be supportive. And and
40,
stuff.
40 plus years for me.
That's crazy. It's crazy. So what was like the biggest, like, I don't know, thing that you needed to get used to from
No more
Hawaii?
rice.
No more rice?
No more rice. Like you go out and you buy food and
Yeah.
everything's wrapped up in a tortilla.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
that's
you kind of go in,
true.
like you go to the gas station in Hawaii and you're coming out with like this plate rice with mac salad with some meat and anywhere like
Yeah.
musubi and fruit punch.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to find fruit punch up here.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I'm like, no, I don't think I have punch anywhere.
But you know, get some local foods, get
Yeah.
some local restaurants and stuff. So you know, I'll drive all the way to Mesa. I'll drive wherever just to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love to eat.
Yeah. Nice.
Most people, you know, they live, you know, they just eat enough to live, and
Yeah.
people from Hawaii we live to eat.
Yeah. Yeah, I love food myself. Like, I love trying. That was like my favorite part of being a food vendor is like
Trying
trying
new
everybody's
stuff,
food.
yeah.
Oh yeah, because it's crazy. Because you can try like I said, like I've had seafood before, and I've had burgers, blah blah. But like everybody has like their own spin
Yeah.
on how to do stuff, and the AZ garlic shrimp from Hawaii. Oh my gosh, that stuff is fire. 'Cause
Me and my wife, she does like a lot of Spanish dishes,
Mhm.
and I do a lot of Hawaii dishes. So we infuse the two, and it's the kids they eat in all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
They eat in all kinds of different foods. So like she does Mexican beans,
Mm.
but usually she'll do like either with bacon or pork belly.
Ooh.
Or in Hawaii we do this smoked pork,
Mhm.
which like smoked for like 6 hours. We cut that up and put that inside now, so you got that flavor. It's
Oh wow,
infused.
that sounds good. Now I'm hungry.
But we infuse all, we use the Hawaii food and the Spanish, and we just infuse, go back and forth.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Man, you guys should open a food truck too. Like we're all about like making up like food and
Yeah.
whatnot. So that sounds delish. Let's see what else. Trying to think because I think you're fascinating, and I feel like a lot of people can learn a lot from you. Let's see. How did you like? You had said like who inspired you to be a mechanic? Did you say?
Well, my dad was a mechanic growing up, but like the TV show got me like
Yeah,
really
Dukes of
going.
Hazzard.
But I've been working on cars for a long time. Like the first time I actually changed a motor by myself, I was in the 6th grade.
Oh my
I had a
gosh!
78 Pinto,
Dang.
and it was my mom and dad's anniversary. They went to the opposite side of the island for the anniversary. Came
Mhm.
back, said, "Hey, Dad, look, I got the car running."
Oh my
and,
god, that's exciting.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, good job, but dangerous, not doing by yourself." I was
Right.
like, "But good job."
Right.
But
It is
I've
dangerous.
always had a thing for cars and lowrider bikes, and just always been like I wasn't one cool kid playing sports. I was
Mhm.
up at the auto shop.
Mhm.
I was always hanging out at the shop, always dirty, always. It's still the same way.
Yeah.
Still the
Right
same
on.
way.
I think it's important. I feel like, the sports, for men, like people would like say, oh, you play sports, so you have like a trade. And I think that one is just as important as the other one. And I feel like with the trade, like you are able to reach, just like, people who play sports, they entertain people and, like give people like that purpose of like, yeah, rah, team, that
Yeah.
community. But I feel like having a trade, especially with you, like everybody has to drive a car or some sort, car, motorcycle, whatever. So
Well,
I feel
there's
like,
a big like you go to the lowrider shows, like there's a lowrider community,
Right.
there's a motorcycle community, there's a drag race, like even all different aspects of the automotive world.
Mhm.
Like there's big communities of that, big families of that. You can bond with people on different aspects of the car scene.
right.
My wife, she didn't know about a car scene, and now she's with me. I took her to the SEMA show, and she was totally blown away. I told
Really?
her, "Oh, it's a big event," and she's like, "Okay."
Yeah.
It's huge.
It's
She's like,
huge. Just
"Okay."
like, no.
And we went, and she was like, "Oh my god!" Like we went there for like 3-4 days,
Mhm.
and we never seen nothing, like just a little bit. And she was like, "Oh, this is huge." So
I know,
we
right?
plan on going back this year.
Awesome. Yeah, are you guys gonna go to the super show that's on the 20th?
We're gonna try.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
Yeah. I think Live Ride has tickets still. Don't quote me. I know they did, but thanks, Gordy. Gordy's my homie. We should get him involved too. We should definitely. He does events. He's amazing. He's an amazing event planner, and he does community events. He promotes local artists and whatnot, and he's always looking for vendors, sponsors, all that fun stuff. He's in the lowrider community as well.
Cool.
So yeah, we'll definitely have to get you guys linked up because I think it'd be super important to like have your services like just promoting your company and stuff like they have a lot of good artists. Like we just had a photographer slash performer on my last episode of the Vendor Vision podcast, and they did this like barbershop community event and gave out, I think it was free haircuts to like the community and whatnot. And so they promoted barbers because, you know, there's not a lot of people that like, for me personally, I don't see a lot of commercials for barbers or anything like that. And yeah, you know, and so I think that'd be important for, like, you know, just small business owners in general to get free promotion or anything, whether it's just like just setting up at events or just, you know, referring people. Like, I think it's really
something I do like over 10 years, like every Christmas, give away a couple free oil changes at different events. And it's something I did for years now, and it's just a little something to get back, you know, like in fact, the people who I was talking about earlier, like, they was actually the ones who won it my first year doing it, and you know, they've been customers ever since.
That's awesome.
But it's something I do, and you know, every once in a while you get that guy like, oh, I usually do my own oil changes, but since it's free,
like, be quiet. Let me just handle this.
Most of the people who win the free oil change, like, oh, thank you so much. You know, it's like, it's my only car. I gotta keep it going, and you know, I like to do that kind of stuff. You know, give back and help out in any way I can.
That's awesome. Well, I want to like applaud you because like that's amazing, and it's really nice to hear about your positive experiences and how you like overcame like just the crap with the not so nice people and stuff. Because I feel like you definitely deserve, you know, all your blessings and whatnot. So that's awesome.
I've been really blessed up here. I met a few not so good people, but they came in my life and bounced right back out.
That's good.
And the people who've been staying around has been really good people.
Awesome. Yeah, we're definitely. I'm happy that I got the, you know, that you came in last minute and you saved my butt, so I don't have to talk to myself on here. So I really appreciate you for sure, and I know that because you are associated with the Live Ride podcast, that was able to get, you know, worked out and whatnot. So I applaud them for doing their job and helping me out, make me look good.
But I love you.
Yeah, make me look good, makes them look good. So that's awesome. Yeah, see, Gordy. Yeah, he has a what's it called? Like a combination Facebook thing with his wife, Veronica. So, but it's Gordy talking. But he said that's really nice of you to do those free oil changes. I prefer it. Like, I like to date men who can work on cars. Like, I like men who act like men. Like, I don't know if that's like not like politically correct nowadays, but like I feel like women, like, you know, we're good at stuff. Yeah, like I feel like I don't want to work on my car. Okay, I am that type of female. I will, like, I don't want to have to pay $1 million, but I will because I know it needs to get done. Like, at least I'm not that type of chick where I'm like, what's an oil change? I mean, I can definitely hold the flashlight and I can definitely pass tools. Like, I got that down. My dad used to have like a, I don't know, 1950 something. What was it? Charger of some sort. I just know it was red and it looked like a race car. That's what me and my sister called it, was the race car. And like he taught me how to, like, you know, hold light still and grab, like, you know, a wrench and whatnot. But that's as far as I've got with that. But that's why I like, okay, guys, know, like, replace my brakes, do my oil change. And I know, like, when light goes on, that's a serious thing. So take it in. Just don't let it.
To the light, you already fucked up.
Not necessarily. My car got set up where it's like alerted me where I need to get the oil change done.
That's what they all do.
The new cars nowadays,
they have like a thing, alert, right? Yeah. See,
they'll let you know before it's time.
This is not taking service for what? He's married. His girlfriend's right here, sitting right there. This fool, freaking Gordy, always talking shit. Yeah, it was funny. My one friend was like, "You should be nicer to Gordy and don't be calling him fool and stuff." I'm like, he's fine. Like, he's a grown-ass man. He can take it. He had this really funny thing where he used to say, "Oh, that Brittany," she's like, on site. I was like, "Bro, come at me, and it will go crazy." But that's how we get along. Huh? Now he's gonna be quiet. Watch. But it's all love. You know, people just are. I love the people that I've met through the community, and you know that everybody can treat each other like family and like brothers and sisters and stuff, right. And that everybody just watches out for each other and their kids and all that fun stuff. Like,
everybody be a network. It's like a blended family.
Yeah, blended family, exactly. Yeah, it's like I can't go anywhere without being recognized as like as part of my partner's business and stuff. And like oh, where's he at? Where's that? Ooh, it's like I'm a person too, but at the same time, you know, it's like, well, it's good because I feel like I'm safe. Like no matter where I go, like I can be exactly. Someone watches out for me. I had one issue where this drunk guy was in the parking lot, working. I don't know if he was trying to work on his car at night. Felt the need to, but he was doing something. Probably he was doing something with his car, and I was waiting for my girlfriend to come out of this concert. And the like security guards were there, and then the cops are there, and they're like right in front of her car, and I'm just like, things are gonna get crazy. And I just like went on live so I could record it, and Gordy actually was like, dude, where should we, like, do I need to pull up? Do I need to protect you? Like, and it was like late. It was like 10 or 11 o'clock at night. He's got kids and stuff, but he was like ready and on deck to come rescue me if I needed it. What do you sell when you vend at events, Mike wants to know?
My wife makes scrunchies,
Oh, fun.
headbands, little bags, and we have a Mayday event coming up. So she's making some hula skirts.
Oh,
The
cool.
last event we had as a Spam Slam event. She made these crocheted chickens.
What?
And she's always doing something crazy. She's got an idea popped in her head 3 o'clock in the morning, and she's up and she has to do it.
Ah, that's awesome.
I support her in her habit.
Have it.
She supports me, and
That's
She's
it's
pretty
a good
amazing.
team right there.
yeah, she's pretty amazing. I lucked out.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, every man so far that I've interviewed has had a really good, strong female support system, whether it's wife, girlfriend.
Mhm.
So we appreciate that you guys are.
She allows me to go work. She allows me
See?
to go ride motorcycle. She allows me to be me, and
Yeah.
allow her to be her.
See, there's cool girls out there. See, we're all crazy, controlling freaks. I don't know. We may have some comments from the peanut gallery that may say otherwise.
Hey man, this is why I got a dog, a snake,
A dog and a snake.
car,
Mhm.
truck, pool table. I'll leave it to that.
Yep, there we go. I mean, it's not easy finding a good chick, but they are around,
Yeah.
and it does add value to your life, And also when females have a little, thing that they want to do, and they have the support system from their man, I think that's really, really important.
Yeah.
That you guys are a good team. It can be different.
We started like almost 2 years. November made 2 years. Sitting on our bed in the room and say, "What do you think about me? Maybe trying to get a couple more jobs." So she was like, "Well, let's go to these vendor events."
Mhm.
And we did 5 from November to December.
Oh, wow.
We did 5 events, and New Year's Day I was out there working.
Wow.
And that's basically how we go out. We go and there's a meet and greet. I can shake babies and kiss hands, but get to meet people and
Right.
hang out, and they can see who I am. And I'm me all the time. Either if I'm clean clothes, dirty clothes, but still the same person.
Yeah.
And then get to meet people, and people ask questions. And,
That is awesome.
get the face behind the name.
Yeah, there you go. I know. I think it's really important for people to get to know business owners and like who they are, and not just have like this big corporation of like a blank face and people, just caring about the bottom line. I think it's
Right.
important that you get to meet the person who's, talking to you on the phone, dealing with you in person, following up with you afterwards. Like,
Plus, get all the food at the event.
exactly. So
And
yeah.
my wife buys all her earrings. And
Oh, really?
I think we spend more at the events than we make, but okay.
I have been there.
No,
Yeah, I've definitely been there. I was like, oh my god, that's what I like to buy things. That's why I like I set up either my personal stuff that I sell at events or with my food. Like we do a lot of bartering.
Yeah.
That's how we because I'd be spending all the money I've made if it wasn't for that. So
Yeah.
it's really important. So that's awesome. Let's see. I think I've asked you all my questions. Hopefully we can see you at the June. Are you gonna be at the June 1st, or are you just sponsoring?
No, my daughter graduates, so we're gonna be up in New Mexico.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so
Awesome.
we'll be road tripping.
Nice. We'll
Yeah.
definitely move to the next one then for sure. I know
Yeah.
that Live Ride does events like on Sundays. They're probably gonna pull it back up once after the anniversary thing, because that's kind of a big deal. So
Yeah.
yeah, we're doing a lot of into that. So hopefully after that, maybe we can.
We've been to a few. We just recently missed a couple of them. We've been traveling and doing
Yeah.
some stuff.
That's good. That's all good. You still, it's good that you're still aware and everything, and like that you're still willing, even though you can't make it, that you're still willing to, add the awesome wagon to
Yeah.
the event.
It's a little aloha from me and the wife.
Mhm.
It's like they do great things out there in the community.
Mhm.
They do a lot of stuff out there, and it's a little congratulations, a little aloha.
Awesome. Well, that's awesome. So again, we have Frank with service with Aloha Mobile Mechanics. We'll make sure to put his email, his phone number, his logo, all his information, his Facebook, like you said, and make sure you get lots of connections, hopefully through the network and everything. And we appreciate you being a sponsor for the Live Ride event on June 1st. And there you go. There's a little logo. So yeah, your email and stuff there. Like, I want to make sure you get some love and everything. So I appreciate you coming on and talking with me about all your business. And when I get a car, I'm definitely going to call you up because I feel safe, and that's awesome.
Appreciate it.
And I think that's all.